Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. Coach mentioned they are still without their top running back here today. They are coming off a bye week, so they have been able to get some crucial reps with their backup. Their running back showed some real composure, more patience at the line of scrimmage, and just reading things a little better through these last couple of weeks of practice. We'll see if he's able to put all of that out there on the field today here in the first. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Quarterback changing the play. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quick give. It's Figueroa. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Out wide right, it's Figueroa. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on fourth. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Makes the catch. It's Huffman. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Scott. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hoffman. He's stopped.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. They're all over it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown Volunteers. And they turn it into a defensive score. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Acker. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll ride him again. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Throwing, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, NC State.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Here he comes with the return. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Staley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time, man. Listen, I'm not going to say this guy was flying under the radar before, but now he's going to become a household name playing wide receiver in the SEC. This is a conference that not only pumps guys into the NFL, people win Heisman trophies playing wide receiver in this conference, and this team thinks this guy's got an opportunity to be there in New York at the end of the year.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Snap it to the back. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The Vols trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Sells the run, looking to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Back's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The snap sets up to throw. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I ain't giving that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
To give to the back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Carr. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
NC State quick to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Left side is Hoffman. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Moving out to the right. There he goes. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Leaves it in his belly. They put the brakes on it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Makes the grab on 3rd. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
4th down, Carr. He caught it. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And stress levels have to have spiked after a delay of game backs you up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Meadow on the end zone. He's got it.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Looks like he's going to bring it up, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's LSU looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Throwing, Carr. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football out.
And NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
He's changing the play. Second down to the air. Out wide left, it's Staley. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Turning it on! Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he gets rid of it.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Figueroa. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown ball! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. From deep, it's Acker. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner is stopped. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Looking to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on second and inches. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Straight ahead, it's Scott. Thrust that arm out. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well run him again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And you could tell the QB found a matchup he liked, and that was a tight end running that 7 route or that corner route, trying to make a play, trying to give him the football, but really, really nice coverage on the back end. Not letting that big fella get his body on him and post him up. Doing a good job of getting his hand on the football, swatting it to the ground.
Hits the hole, it's Scott. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They move on top here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Acker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Carr. Look out. He gets away.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down and get some positive yards.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He leaves it with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Churns into the pile. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Play fake, Carr. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Here's Carr to throw. That one just came off his hand badly.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Carr. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. defense sets them up with that interception. Now, a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Right side, it's Jackson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Changing the routes with his receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Throwing, Carr. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Complete out of the backfield. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
And the Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Hardy. Just smothered on the play.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown ball. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Acker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Carr. Under pressure.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Run ends there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Now here's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Wiley. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Carr on play action. Moves to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Wiley. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. Back to throw, it's Carr. Going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Corner's going to give them room. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Here comes the 2-point try. Throwing. Carr. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.